It's been an interesting time on social media as Joey Barton has become the internet's #1 biggest enemy. A streamer accidentally exposed their view bot before ending their stream. MrBeast has vowed to end child work labour on cocoa farms and has basically mapped out a plan on how he plans to do this. Darren Till has come out to say that he is a superior boxer to KSI and others on Misfits Boxing. Jack Doaty has been called out to another fight by one of his biggest unhinged fans, and Joey Barton has had, well, like I say, a lot to say. So there's obviously, like I say, a hell of a lot to go on. But let's start with Joey Barton, right? So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the fact that Joey Barton made this tweet after the Sideman charity match. Obviously, it was absolutely huge. They raised around £5 million for charity. It was fantastic. But he said, "See, in the last few days/weeks, some of the YouTube/Sideman virgins are piping up after a scrap with yours truly. I'll happily oblige. We can do a Royal Rumble style. I'll bang yous all out one by one. The whole cast of the can get it, all 22 on the same night. Absolute firm of divvies." Now, it's important to remember, right, that this was all done for charity, all right? Children in need and, you know, children in vulnerable positions and, you know, with disabilities and stuff. So it is just so mindless and so, you know, like, uncalled for Joey Barton to do this. I don't know what, like, his issue is. I don't know why he's, like, if he had a fantastic career and he was, like, a really well-known person, I'd be like, yeah, fair enough, maybe he's got a point. But he's not. It's Joey Barton. Like, he had such a mid-career, it was unbelievable. But anyway, one of the best comments and replies that I saw was, "They raised $5 million for charity. What have you ever raised other than your fists to your wife?" And this got the attention of quite a few members of the, you know, the whole thing. So Danny Aaron's being one of them, who has called out Joey Barton to a fight and is basically indulging his, you know, his want, basically.
Joey Barton. Can we speak about Joey Barton, or we're not allowed? We're not giving him the platform. Pussy.
Who's that?
Joey Barton, the one I want to fight now.
Oh no,
pussy.
we're not giving him the
Absolute
platform.
pussy. I told Mams, I called Mams, I said I want to fight him on Misfits.
Oh my god.
He's a pussy. How do you see what he's done? How are you going to go and tweet, "Oh, the Sidemen, how dare you play at Wembley a week before? We raised £4.5 million for charity." What did you do, Joey Barton? What did you do? George Clark, he scored more goals than you at Wembley. What the fuck? He's a pussy. He's a pussy. I want to fight him. So please, this is my public. I privately called him out to the manager of Misfits.
Daddy,
I'm publicly calling him out.
Oh my god.
I'm publicly calling him out. Joey Barton, you're a dosser. You're a dosser. Do you know what I mean? You can get these hands. Nah, because how you coming for one innocent YouTubers? We're all innocent. We've done nothing wrong. Every single one on that pitch. Maybe Logan Paul, but everybody.
I love that he got a little jab in at Logan Paul there, though. Like, I love that, right? Like, he's like, every single one of them's innocent. Maybe not Logan Paul, but every single one of them's innocent. I love that.
Else on that pitch haven't done anything. Why are you calling us out for raising money for charity? Prick.
He might have been having a bad day, and he might have just been
no, that's
to
him.
have someone to
that's
attack.
24/7 Joey Barton. 24/7. He would hate you if he saw you. He would hate you.
So
you
would a
tick
lot of
all the
people.
boxes of Joey Barton hate. Everything. Okay? So that's that. Forget, I'm not hating ghosts. I'm hating Joey Barton.
Wow. Suddenly we just changed the whole course of the podcast.
Sorry. Hey, it is called punching.
Person.
Maybe this is where we call people out in future. This would be the platform.
Yeah, true. You could call people out on here. Only allowed to call people out on here.
But
and maybe talk about before we start the podcast who you're going to call out.
I already told you I want to fight.
Yeah, and I was like, that's just ridiculous. What? We had this conversation.
Why is it ridiculous? Because you think I'll get battered?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you.
That's not what I say. I'm just saying that Misfits is like entertainment influencer boxing. I just think you should fight someone that's like a bit more of a like entertainment.
No, but I got my niche now. I fight ex-footballers.
No, but
that's
I
my
don't
thing
think
now.
it's
I'm going after everyone, mate. Danny Simpson, drew to him. Not much of a flex, but I'm going after Joey Barton.
I mean, obviously, the guy deserves it. I would absolutely love to see Joey Barton get laid out on the canvas. But he's not the only... Danny Aaron's isn't the only one that called him out, as Joe Weller, over on his Waffling podcast, also spoke about the entire situation and had plenty to say about Joey Barton.
Joey Barton is angry at us boys. He goes, "How is Wembley rented out a week before a League Cup final for the odd bowl.
This is a quote, by the way, so...
Fucking embarrassing. Those clowns shouldn't be anywhere near the hallowed turf, especially that big fat fucker in a bandana.
Who's that?
Is that fucking KSI? Game has gone.
Shooting
Who's everywhere you look. What? Some of the very worst football I've ever seen.
It's so unnecessary. It's a fucking charity match.
Yeah, like-
it's YouTubers and Americans who can add kick of football raising £4.7 million for charity and he's hating on it. What the fuck have you done?
Yeah, like what have you actually done apart from beat up people that don't deserve it and actually be the biggest wanker we've ever seen? Fuck off, Joey Barton, you prick.
Appearances at Wembley, Joey Barton, 1, goals 0.
Yeah,
Appearances
shut
at Wembley
up.
for me, goals 7, about 5 or 6. Hold that, you fat.
He had like an astonishingly shit football career.
Yeah, like so embarrassing. You're so incredibly salty, and it's really embarrassing. You're going to be so miserable for the rest of your life if you keep having this attitude. It's not going to get you anywhere. So
I love it, man. I love to see Joey Barton getting what he deserves, man. But moving away from Joey Barton, we've got a streamer. Now, obviously, streamers are not everyone's cup of tea, but this one in particular has absolutely dropped the ball. So, she basically is streaming on her platform, and then as she goes to end her stream, just before she accidentally exposes her view botting program, and then swiftly ends the stream before looking like she absolutely fucked it. Because, well, she did. So here is the footage.
Cryptophilia. Shit happens. Hi, Chief. Hello.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
Okay, I will be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll just come back in a sec. Are you guys still here? Still here? Oh shit. Internet went out. No, I needed to do a little my OBS was asking me to reset something and I needed to stop streaming. That's so sad. But I'm back.
She's lying through her back teeth. We all saw it exposed in 4K. Caught with her chatbot. Caught with her chatbot pants round her ankles. Oh dear. That's some Fousey level shit right there. Before you know it, that she'll be part of Fousey's next crash out and he'll be like, hey, she's viewbotting over on Twitch. Apparently no one viewbots over on Twitch, but now that's just been exposed as a big fat lie. Moving on though, we've got MrBeast. Now, actually, you're probably looking at this being like, oh, I'm going to skip through this bit. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. MrBeast has stated that he will be moving away or trying his best to kind of get children out of cocoa farms because, like, many chocolate companies use, like, cocoa farms in Africa and stuff like this, and it's basically like the Shein of the chocolate industry, I guess. It's like child labor's used to get the cocoa beans and they pay them a pittance and that's how they farm their cocoa beans. Now, MrBeast has already stated prior to this that he uses ethical trading. So his chocolate's a bit more expensive than other chocolates because his cocoa beans are a bit more expensive to get because they are not farming from unethical, cocoa farms. Instead, it's not done by like a children workforce. So he stated that he's going to try his very best to get more kids into schools in these like areas, opposed to letting them kind of go on to these like these working conditions. So he stated in a tweet, I'm probably 2,000 to 3,000 hours into learning how I can get as many of the 1.5 million kids in child labour in West Africa off farms and into schools. I've surrounded myself with the greatest minds and I feel like I know more about child labour in Africa than I do YouTube now, lol. Over these next 12 months, I hope to get a lot of progress and bring you all along for the journey. I fear someone with my influence can't fix this. No one can. I'm dedicated to this mission. Gotta say, I gotta love it. Like, MrBeast has had a lot of controversies recently, but he does seem committed. And this doesn't just seem to be like a publicity stunt. I genuinely believe that MrBeast is the kind of person that would have like learned about something like this and been like, I'm not okay with that. I want to make that change. He just seems like that kind of guy. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Now, moving forwards, we've got Darren Till. Now, Darren Till, obviously, he's, he's a boxer. He's involved with all the influencer boxing and stuff like that. And he stated that he believes that he is superior to KSI and many others. I mean, you got to love the self-confidence. You got to love it. Do I think that Darren Till could go toe-to-toe with KSI? I think KSI is probably, like, that little bit better. I mean, it'll be a fat payday for Darren Till, no denying that. But do I think that he's better? That's a hard one. That is a really tough one. I think he would go toe-to-toe with someone like KSI, but I think with Jake Paul, he'd probably lose. I just think that Jake's that little bit better, and I don't even like Jake Paul as much as I prefer KSI. I actually think that Jake Paul's just the better fighter, but that's my opinion. Obviously, what do you guys think? But the last thing we're gonna talk about is everyone's favourite Jack Doaty. Now, you may remember I made a video about Jack Doaty not too long ago, where this kid turned up to Jack Doherty's house. The security met him at the gate and was like, look, I want to fight Jack. I want to have a fight with him. I want to do this. Give him my Instagram. And then the security was like, what are you doing? It's 1:30 in the morning. Fuck off. And this kid was proper gassed because there was a possibility that Jack might get his Instagram. But he's back. He's returned. He's decided that he wants round 2, baby. Let's go.
All right, Jack. I'm not just a minor no more, boy. I'm a big boy now. Now you finna come and box me. This is like the 1, 2, 3, 5th time I came to your house, Unc, and you not here. What a coincidence. So, Jack, I'm giving you one more opportunity. I will box you, boy, and I will beat you.
You came with the crew?
This is my all security guards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Jack. No more hiding, big boy. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Just call him big boy.
That's your crew? Yeah. I think that I can fight it with a finger.
That's it.
Okay, let's go.
All right, Jack.
Jack Doaty is quaking in his boots right now. He's panicking. He's nervous. There's no reason. There's a good reason why Jack Doaty will not leave his house when this guy is on the prowl. It's because he knows he'd get fucked right up. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this. I don't even know where to begin with this. Do I think that it's even something that Jack should entertain? Absolutely. I would love to see Jack Doaty step into the ring with fucking anyone and just get laid out. I would love nothing more than to see that because I just despise the little prick, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. We're down there. Jump, get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.